Thank you for having me.
So tell us a little bit about your role in DMZ.
Yeah, so Skel, he's essentially the boogeyman. He's known to be the boogeyman of the DMZ. There's two factions thriving for power in the DMZ, and Parco is one of them. And Skel works as his right-hand man. He's essentially the guy who carries out the dirty work for Parco. But as the story unfolds, you discover that Skel is far more than just this ruthless assassin. He's an artist as well. And the great hypocrisy of his character is that although he seemingly has abandoned all sense of the past and what once was, he as an artist is the great preserver of history and culture. And in essence, really imagining a world that can be the future. As artists, that's what we do. We either preserve history or we, idealize a future, a potential future. And yeah, I mean, there's more to it that I can't share with you, but...
Of course, no spoilers. It really seems like you personally connect with this character a lot. Is that something that you hold?
Well, I think it became a lot easier in the middle of the pilot and the second, third, and fourth episodes. We had a year and a half between shooting the pilot and the second, third, and fourth episodes due to the pandemic, obviously. And in that time, because of the quarantine, I had to live in isolation. And Skel is a recluse. He sort of tends to himself. And that gave me, some perspective on life like that. It also, emotionally, mentally gave me some insight. The current state of affairs was also very influential in imagining a world. It's not unlikely. It's very probable. These things can happen. But I think at the core of Skel he's a victim of his environment. He's the victim of the cycles that he has been dealt with. And I think we can all relate to some capacity what that looks like or means individually. And so when I was working on him, I was thinking of things that I can use within my own life and how they can apply. I mean, I'm not a ruthless killer, but I know what it means to be abandoned and in certain capacities and heartbroken and feel like a need of surviving in however that manifests. In this case, it's an extreme situation in the demilitarized zone. But I think that all of the characters in this series ring true to everyone in some capacity. And I think that's the beauty of this series, is that we'll watch it and we'll be able to relate. Even in an imaginary circumstance like the DMZ, there is probability.
Yeah, that's really neat to see so much diversity reflected too.
Absolutely. I mean, that is such a joy in my lifetime to be, I have veterans, legends in the industry who have paved the way for someone like me to come in and really just bask in this privilege. And I'm incredibly blessed to have worked alongside Benjamin and Rosario and Hoon and the likes of Ava and Roberto, because these are people who we all have a common goal, which is uplifting our community and putting voices that have historically been silenced out on the map. And I mean, we've really developed a family, unit. These people will forever live with me, and they have a special place in my heart, and so does this series. And I think that the more people watch this series, the more people will see that we're not here to just take part, just to be bystander, sort of tangential narratives. We are here to be involved intricately in the narratives of Hollywood and the stories that we're sharing to the rest of the world.
It's beautiful. On a lighter note, tell us, is this your first time in Austin? What do you think about the
This is
city?
my first time in Austin, and man, everywhere I go, I'm like smelling the nice pit fires, and just, damn, I want to eat everything here. I love it. I love the city so far, and I wish I had more time to be here so I could really bask in it all.
Come back anytime. What's your favorite food you've had?
Well, since I've been here, I've really not eaten much other than pizza and burgers. But before I leave, I'm gonna try to have some brisket or some ribs or something like that.
Yeah.
Some good old barbecue.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, thank you so much for your time. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it too.